Hello from Athens, where there is good news and bad news. The good news is that the European Central Bank is doing 1.1 trillion euros worth of quantitative easing over the next 18 months. That's big, that is very big, and it means that they're going to try and pump a huge amount of cash into this failing European-wide economy. The way they've done it is complicated, because they don't want to share the risk between countries that when you buy countries' debts, you can lose money. And so they don't want, say, Germany having too much risk from buying, say, Italy's debts. So only 20% of the total will be kind of done as a country would do it. So the Americans and Brits, the central bank buys the debts, and the other 80% will be done by national central banks being forced to buy the debt of their own country. It's big, it's fast. They didn't all agree on it at the central bank, but they avoided having a vote, so the Germans didn't actually have to put their hands up and say, we don't agree, because we, the Germans, don't really want to bail anybody out. So, what's the bad news? The bad news is that if your bonds are not investment grade, you don't get into it. Now, funnily enough, here in Greece, their bonds are not investment grade. The most busted country in the Eurozone doesn't get helped by the lifeboat. And over there, Cyprus doesn't get helped either, because its bonds are not investment grade. For some reason, Ireland does get bailed out. But, I think it's fair to say that the people here in Greece will be feeling a little bit miffed, although the rules are not specially made for Greece. It just so happens that you can't do quantitative easing towards a country when you're 3 days away from an election where the left-wing flag-waving Syriza party is probably going to win, and it wants to write off half the debt. So that's what's happened today. My gut feeling about it is this: Draghi knows, and he admitted for the first time, that Europe is facing deflation. Up to now, European Central Bank has tended to say, well, deflation's not really happening, and in places like this, Greece, where it is, it's good because they need to, reduce wages and reduce prices. Now they see there's a danger, so they've done something big, but they still couldn't get their act together to quite do it as if the Eurozone was one country sharing its monetary risks. And the reason, of course, is because monetary and fiscal policy are all academic when you do this, because when you buy government bonds, what you're really doing is supporting the fiscal position of countries. That is the ability of governments to go on borrowing, and that's the bind and the dilemma that the European elite is in right now.